Hello students, now we are going to discuss about block diagram reduction techniques. So first, what is block diagram? A control system will consist of number of components and each component will perform a function. And each components, the number of components can be represented in a diagrammatic format. That is known as a block diagram. So simply I can say that a block diagram is a pictorial representation of the functions performed by the each component and the flow of signals. And why we are going for reduction? The block diagram reduction techniques are used to find the transfer function easily, or by simplifying the block diagrams, or the number of components present in a diagram can be reduced by using these block diagram reduction techniques. And finally we will get the transfer function. Okay, so transfer function is nothing but it is a ratio of output to the input. So simply this transfer function can be done by doing the block diagram reduction techniques. Okay, so now we are going to see what are the techniques involved. First one, or rule 1, is combining the blocks. Combining the blocks in cascade. Cascade means which are connected in series, one after another. So here I am having the block G1 and G2 are cascaded. Input is A. Next, what is the output means? Simply we have to combine, or we have to multiply the forward blocks we are having, that is G1 and G2, two blocks. So input is A. So A into G1 into G2 is the input. And what is the output? It is A into G1 into G2 is the output. Now, what is the rule 1? Combining the blocks. So here simply we can write one block. We can replace the one block instead of two blocks. So this is nothing but combining blocks. If we are having two blocks or cascading like this, we can simply multiply them and we can represent in a single box, such that there will be no changes in input and output. Okay, so if we are performing the this reduction techniques means there won't be any changes in either input or output. Next, what is rule 2? Rule 2 is combining parallel blocks. So first two blocks are in series format, cascading format. Now the blocks are in parallel form like this. This is G1 and this is G2. Input is A. Okay, these two are combined with adders. So what is output? G1 plus G2, and these two are in parallel form, that's why added, and these two blocks are multiplied with A. So this is the output. Okay, now how to reduce the blocks which are in parallel? How to means simply we can place a adder between two blocks, such that what is the output? G1 plus G2 into A. Next, rule 3, moving the branch point ahead of the block. Ahead of the block. See, this is the block I am having G, input is A. So this is a branch point I am having. Okay, what is the output here? A into G. So this is a branch point I am having. So somewhere around in a block I can use this branch point. Okay, so I want to move this branch point ahead of this block. So this is a block. After this block I have to get the branch point. Okay, So like this I have to get the branch point, such that there would be no changes in input and output. So see, if we are taking a branch from here, means what is the input for this branch? This is simply A. So if I take a branch point here, the output should be A only, right? Here I have to get A as a output, but what I am getting, there is no change in here, but there is a change in branch point. So how means, if I place a branch point here, what is the branch is taking one section of AG. So AG is coming here, but what I have to get? A. So to get A output, what I have to do? I have to multiply AG with 1 by G, such that here AG and 1 by G are multiplied, I'll get only A. Okay, so if I move a branch point ahead of this block, I will get one more block, that is reverse of this forward block, 1 by G in a branch point. Okay, similarly, what is rule 4? We can predict moving the branch point before the block, okay. So if I am having the diagram like this, so this is a branch I am having, okay. So what is the branch taking out? AG. Now I want to shift this point here. Okay, if I want to shift this point here, what is the output I have to get? AG. But what it is taking? A. To get AG, what we have to do? It should be multiplied with the G. A into G will give us AG only. Okay, we are reducing the blocks by moving the branch points such that there won't be any changes in input or output. Okay, next, go for next rule. Rule 5. So what is rule 5? Moving the summing point, ahead of the block, okay. So here this is a summing point I am having, this is the block. So for this the input is A and for this the input is B, and both are having positive signs. If two are combined here, what is the output? A plus B, and this A plus B is multiplied with G, then output is A plus B into G, right? So I have to change the summing point, I have to move the summing point ahead of the block. So here I have to place the summing point, okay, such that there would not be any changes in input and output. For this block G, what is the input here? I am getting A, forward path. You just consider the forward path, okay. Write down, this is G. After this G, I have to get the summing point such that there won't be any change in input and output, okay. So now how to get A plus B into G? So already I am getting A into G here, okay. Now we have to get B into G. Similarly we have to get, this is the input B and B into G, that is added here, such that there won't be any change in input side and output side. So here we have to consider inputs are A, B. Okay, output as A plus B into G. A, B. Okay, output is A plus B into G. Okay, if we are moving the summing point ahead or before, or branch point ahead or before, we are getting extra block points, either G or 1 by G. Okay, next, what is rule 6? Moving the summing point, before the block, okay. So here I am having the block G, input is A, output AG, and I am having the summing point here. Here it is B. Okay, then what is output? AG plus B. Like this I am having. Okay, so these are the inputs AB, and this is the output. I have to change the block diagram such that there won't be any changes in AB and A plus B. Okay, so here I have to change the summing point before this block. Like this I have to get. And what are the inputs? A and B, and output should be AG plus B. Okay, so how to get this one? So here already for the summing point A is added, A plus. Okay, here I am adding the block 1 by G, and that is given to this block. Okay, so what is the output from this summing point? A plus B by G, and this is multiplied with G such that A into G plus GG will get cancelled. I will get B, AG plus B. Okay, there won't be any changes in input and output. Next, rule 7. Interchanging summing points. Okay, interchanging summing points. So if I am having two summing points like this, so here input is A, and here I am having B. What is the output? A plus B. And next here I am giving C, A plus B minus C. Okay, so two summing points are there. We can interchange the summing points. If two summing points are here, we can interchange the summing points without any changes in a input and output, without adding any blocks. Simply we can interchange whatever the number of branches or whatever the lines which are connected to the summing points. We can neglect that one and we can simply add. Means like this, A input, here I am having plus minus, this is C. So what is the output? A minus C, and this I am giving here, this is plus A minus C plus B, such that there won't be any changes in output. Okay, this is rule 7. Next, rule 8. So what is the rule 8? Combining summing points. Combining summing points are interchanging summing points. Both are same. So if we are having two summing points here like this, we can interchange without changing or without adding or without deleting any blocks. Simply we can exchange. Okay, if we are having plus or minus, whatever it is, we can simply exchange the summing points. Next, if I am having elimination of negative feedback. So negative feedback means like this. This is G minus here plus. This is H. So this is R. This is C. I want to remove this feedback. Means it is nothing but I have to get only one block or C, and that is known as G by 1 plus G into H. That is nothing but transfer function simply. For closed loop control system, what is the transfer function? G by 1 plus GH. Simply rule 9 is elimination of positive feedback. So for positive feedback means the feedback element H is connected to plus. Remaining all are same. See, now I have to get only one block, and it is simply positive symbol I am having. So instead of positive symbol, I will get 1 minus GH. Okay. So these are the 9 rules for block diagram reduction techniques. We'll see problem in the next session. Thank you.